Hey, good Wednesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Wiz. And if you're like, Wiz, this ain't a good afternoon, you clearly missed the Accelerated Retirement Live Trade Brief this morning. Right around here in our live trade brief, I put on a tactic called a bearish double vertical. I also call it a trudge. It's a trade I believe is going to make money, and it's going to serve as a hedge to protect my long-term bullish positions. What happened after we got out of the brief? The market has absolutely imploded. The S&P 500 has fallen 2% since we left the brief. This trade, Menli Tradestone, is up. Where's my S&P 500 trade? 484% right now. It's up $900 since the brief. Folks, what did I tell you is going to happen? It's almost like I do this for a living, okay? Implosion, dead cat bounce, implosion, dead cat bounce, super implosion, super dead cat bounce. And yesterday in the free brief, I told you we failed. We went up to this green line, which is what? The 20-day moving average. And I said, if we hit that and we fail, we're due for another massive leg down. So today I spent an hour and a half covering a trudge. It's going to be posted on the replay page here shortly. go.topgunoptions.com/FT-replay. It's automatically posted on the Top Gun Options page because I live streamed the brief yesterday and today. So there it is right there, day 3. So you don't have to go to the replay page, but it'll be up on the replay page shortly. But go to Top Gun Options YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. We need a hell of a lot more subscribers than that, man. But folks, this ain't hard, right? I mean, I knew we were going to have another leg down. The main reason that I placed this trade, folks, though, is uber strategic, okay? Witkoff, one of Trump's negotiators, said over the weekend, oh, we had a good talk with Iran over the weekend, and maybe we'll allow them to enrich some uranium. What? I heard that over the weekend. I'm like, I don't know if he told his boss that. 24 hours later, Witkoff, there was 2 spokespeople yesterday. There was the White House and the State Department, both having to have a press conference saying absolutely zero amount of uranium Iran is allowed to have. Now, what's this have to do with trading? Everything, folks. Clearly, if you just ask that question, what does Iran have to do with the S&P 500? You have no idea what you're doing, and probably explains why you're getting your ass handed to and you're losing money. Donald Trump on March 7th sent a letter to the mullahs that said, get rid of your nukes. You have 2 months. If you don't get rid of your nukes in 2 months, I'm going to do it for you. And Netanyahu jumped on board. Yeah, me too. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a date. We have a May 7th. I'm just doing political science math from South Jersey. Sent the letter on March 7th. I give you 2 months. That's May 7th. So I looked at a trade today, a trudge, a trade that acts as a hedge on the S&P 500 that expires on the 3rd Friday in May. 30 days from now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a trade that prints money. That's already printing money. I just showed you. That could potentially make, I think the max potential profit on that trade is $10,000 if we get another significant leg down here. Does this sound hard? No, it's not hard, folks. But I guarantee you, and we're seeing more shots fired back from China. Trump's firing more shots, trying to isolate China, whatever. We got a little bit of a trade war, a clown car going on here. What I'm saying is I fully expect we're going to get another leg down here, especially. Does anybody see a trend? You don't have to be some sort of master Wile E. Coyote super genius technical analysis. Look at this green line. What's happened every time we've made a run up to the green line? There, and yesterday. Again, political science major from South Jersey, man, South Philadelphia. They have failed every one of the times. Once we've hit the 20, we failed. That ain't bullish, folks. This isn't hard. For the past 3 days, I have opened up the doors for free to Top Gun Options. If you placed some of the trades that I showed live, I didn't do 172 PowerPoint slides with hand cherry-picked trades from 5 years ago. I showed you live in the market potential trades you could place. If you place them as I brief them, you paid for as of with this trade, over 3 years of your membership. 3 years in 3 days. Nobody else does this in the industry, folks. They hit you with the 150 PowerPoint slides, death by PowerPoint, and ask you to sign up. And then once you sign up, you can come see how I trade. I don't do that, folks. I am proud of what I do. I've been doing this for over 3 decades. You come in here live. You are able to come in here live and see everything that I'm doing. And we're printing money, folks, as the market goes down. For every panicked seller recently, there's been a happy buyer. I showed you this week how to get long-term bullish on Amazon, also on CBOE, Chicago Board Options Exchange. Remember, folks, I think the CBOE is one of my green positions today in my account here. Yeah, look at the CBOE up at the top here. We placed this trade this week. It's up $1,200. Why? Because the CBOE, Chicago Board Options Exchange, folks, prints money on what? Volatile markets. Let's look at a 10-year chart of the CBOE. Anybody see a trend? You don't have to be some genius here. Folks, options trading is exploding and the CBOE is going straight up. Look at this. As the market's imploding over here on the right side, the CBOE has been going up. Why? Because people are trading like crazy. They're buying puts. They're doing all sorts of stuff. Remember, everybody thinks they're a genius when the market's going straight up, but they're not. You're only a genius if you know how to make money as the market's imploding. And I just showed you that at 10 o'clock this morning, I covered how to print money as the market goes down. We have, as of me jumping on this video, 7. There are 7 memberships left. I'm not doing the 50 this time around. I'm only taking 25, not 25. I'm only taking 7 at this point because 18 people have already made the wise decision to join TOPGUN Options here. Here you go. Go to our homepage, right? Let me just take you on a tour here. Go to TOPGUNoptions.com and hover over trade groups. When you hover over trade groups, you'll have a little drop-down menu. Go to Full Throttle. Just showed you this week 3 years of an annual membership. Okay, so scroll down and get the Full Throttle Max. It's $29.95 for a year, or kick the tires for a couple months at $4.97 a month until you are convinced I'm not a complete idiot, and then upgrade into that. It's a 50% discount if you do the annual today. Okay, most of the folks that have signed up this week have done the annual. There's been a handful of monthlies. This monthly over here is the basic package, man. You do not get access to our investment club called the Hunters. Still a great deal. If you're a real tire kicker, go do that. But if you're a tire kicker who wants access to the investment club and all the sniper shooting we're doing, you got to do the monthly Hunters, or obviously save the 50% and do the annual, folks. The market imploded this afternoon on Jerome Powell speaking. He was in Chicago, I think, talking, and every word he said, the market just imploded. I love sitting here and making money as the market goes down. Now, let's take a look in this portfolio, folks, because some of my long-term bullish positions are obviously a little red. They're underwater. Who cares? CBOE isn't. JP Morgan, Raytheon, Amazon, I've been trading some volatility. Folks, JP Morgan, Raytheon, and Amazon are 2.5-year trades into the future. Those trades are potentially 6-figure profitable trades. What I'm doing in the front months right now is trading the hell out of the S&P 500, up over $47,000 just in this portfolio, trading the S&P 500. Men lie, trades don't. Go watch the replay from this morning and learn how I hedged our portfolio, and we're printing money as the markets implode. Do not try and be number 8, folks. We have 7 more memberships for Full Throttle left. You're not going to be number 8, I guarantee you. You can join us tomorrow for our final live trade brief of the week. It's not part of Full Throttle. It's called Solo Amazon. What do we trade in Solo Amazon? Who's buried in Grant's tomb? We only trade Amazon, and we can trade an ETF called XLY. That's your last chance to join TOPGUN Options. Now we close the doors, and we're going to spend the rest of the quarter with our members printing money as you try and fly solo in this market. You're most likely going to get smoked. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you're hedged. We are. Fights on. God bless. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Cheers.